Hello everybody and welcome back to another Deep Ogre review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new, I'm not sure how long this has really been out. I just got mine, but I've seen a couple people do reviews on it like 2 months ago. I don't know. I just got mine, so I'm going to say it's brand new. The Star Wars Black Series Deluxe Book of Boba Fett. Now to get this thing out of the way, major complaint. Obviously, you see everything. You see what this figure comes with and is right now. He does not come with anything more, anything less. That's not okay for a deluxe price point. Especially because for me, I got this guy secondhand. I got him for $42. Retail is $35. I got him for $42. Look, it's not worth it for a deluxe price point for it to only come with the gun, a blaster, the jetpack, and the helmet. It just isn't. It's not okay for that. I mean, the Revenge of the Sith Boba Fett that we got last year, that was the deluxe, is more worth it because it came with the wire, a grappling hook, it came with the flame effect for the gauntlet, and it came with pretty much everything else. It came with little blast effects for the jetpack. It came with the jetpack. I don't know why they didn't make this just a retail release. And every Boba Fett now has to be a deluxe price point. And I don't know why. And it's obviously just because it's Boba Fett and Hasbro knows it's going to sell. It's just bullshit. It's straight up bullshit. And I don't know why they did it. Rant time over. That's my major complaint. But without further ado, I'll get into this guy's accessories. For his accessories, sorry about that. Well, for Boba Fett's accessories, you have a jetpack, which I'm pretty sure is reuse from the Revenge of the Sith one. Sadly, in a move, I lost my Revenge of the Sith Boba Fett's jetpack, so that's one of the reasons I bought this, was to get the jetpack, but honestly, after having this guy for a while, I think I might just keep him as he is. I really like this figure. Anyway, it's a nice sculpt. I like this sculpt. You have some nice deep maroon red right there. It's very Book of Boba Fettish. Very fetish. But it is the color scheme from the show. You have some dark yellows at the top right there. And then on the thrusters, you have more of that yellow. Some silver dings right there. Kind of look like an R2D2 stamp right there. But overall, it is pretty clean. It's just like this dark olive greenish. As with the Revenge of the Sith jetpack, you can take this out. It's the missile, obviously. Some nice bronze app right there with some silver on those two antennae. But overall, it's pretty much just the same jetpack. Very nice. Very green. You put it on the way you put it on the figure is 2 slits right there, 1 peg right there, 1 hole right there, 2 slits right there. So then what you want to do, it is kind of hard to line it up and get it stuck on there properly, but once you do, it isn't coming off anytime soon. Yep, it's staying on there pretty solid, which is something I can't say for the Revenge of the Sith Boba Fett. So yeah, I really like that. And then you have his 2 weapons, which this is a different sculpt from the Revenge of the Sith kind of rifle right here. There's the 2 comparisons from the OT and the new one right there. This one has just a brown wash, which, alright, I mean, it's fine, I guess, but you do see some of that kind of more rigid detail, more circular detail right there. Very nice looking overall. Brown for the handle on the new one. Sadly, it is just in a gray kind of plastic. You don't get any wash on it. I think this thing could have benefited a lot from a silver wash, I'd like to say, because this thing looks pretty badass, I must say. But the problem with this Boba Fett is his hands are really, really stiff. So you gotta kind of maneuver this gun awkwardly to get it into his hand, and you gotta fiddle with the thumb right there, and then you gotta twist it in, and then finger through the trigger right there, and it's a hassle. It's just a downright hassle, to be honest. But it looks really, really good when you do get it in his hand. And as for the blaster, it's just like a basic Star Wars blaster. Two scopes right there, one eye scope, I guess. Trigger right there, brown for the handle, and that just does, that does fit into the holster if you wanted to. Mine has a little bit of brown splotch right there, which doesn't really take anything off of me. I don't really mind. But then you have the helmet, which I believe is a reuse from the OT's helmet. Yeah, looking at them side by side, yeah, it is definitely just reuse down to that little knob right there on the side of the helmet. But overall, I prefer this helmet just because I like the kind of dirtier Boba Fett look, but this helmet definitely looks good. I do have some maroon red scratched right there, but other than that, this helmet has really nice paint apps and everything, and I'm glad that this one is removable, and of course, you still get that antennae movement, or the scope movement from the helmet from the Revenge of the Sith one. I've heard some reports of it kind of being stuck by the paint in there. Mine, right out of the box, just moved freely. It's pretty nice. I didn't have to worry about it breaking, but it is pretty thin, so I'd still be careful. And obviously, you can just put the helmet on the head, and that looks very, very nice. I like that look, but for the new stuff on this figure, and well, since we're over with the accessories, let's get into this guy's detail. So for this guy's detail, I really, really like the Tamora Morrison head sculpt they have on him. It's not dead on. Of course, no Hasbro, face printing tech is ever dead on, but it doesn't look horrible like some I've seen. Definitely better than the doll painted eyes that we've got with the original Black Series figures. But one thing that's kind of weird is all this white around the scars. Like, I know you want to pronounce all the scars he got from the Sarlacc pit and everything, but it just doesn't look right to me. It looks weird, to be honest. And there's a lot of grain to the scars too, quite like Jigsaw's, the Marvel Legends Jigsaw scars. But other than that, this is a pretty fantastic head sculpt. I don't have any complaints about it at all, and fits on the helmet, or the helmet fits on it perfectly, so win-win. But for the rest of the body, you do have kind of these more newish pieces right here, right there, that come out, these fabric pieces right there, and then scarf neck. I just said right there about these things like 5 times. Alright. New arm sculpt. I think the gauntlets are reuse. At least this one is. But, nice, more dark yellow shoulder pads right there. Very, very amazing looking. I love the look. Black cloth all the way around. I've always preferred this Boba Fett look, to be honest, over the Revenge of the Sith one. Ever since he first appeared in The Mandalorian Season 2. Or was it? Yeah, it was Season 2. Sorry. But you do have some sculpted lines right there. The hoses going from the body down to this gauntlet for like the... wouldn't that make sense to have it here? Because this is the flamethrower arm? I don't know. Whatever. It's Star Wars. Why am I questioning this? Got some nice metal dings right there. Kind of like a copperish color in there. And that symbol right there. Like, you get... Mine has some red bleed right there on the top in the exact same place. 1-1. But other than that, perfectly painted. Nice bronze on the belt buckle right there. Some more pouches. Rob Liefeld would be very happy. Then on the back, removing the jetpack, you do just get that as seen before, but you do have some nice molded detail right there for the undersuit. Then the thing that makes it more of a Mandalorian book of or Boba Fett than a book of Boba Fett is the cloth right here. In the book of Boba Fett, he had a more streamlined look. He did not have these baggy pants, and he did not have this cloth right here. So this is definitely more of a Mandalorian Boba Fett, not a book of Boba Fett. I can't remember if they are doing a regular Book of Boba Fett. I'm saying a Book of Boba Fett a lot, but I can't remember if that's happening or if this is all we're getting for now. But I'm honestly pretty content with this. This looks pretty badass. But even under this is more of a harder plastic. It's not soft like I'd expect it to be, but oh well. You do have some more of that classic Boba Fett knee pad right there with some dings sculpted in it. Same yellow as the shoulder pad, so that color comes down to here. Then you have nice gray leather boots with the seam line zipper, I'm assuming, right there. And on the back, more of that seam line right there. And some gray feet, or kind of a grayish greenish, right? Weird. I didn't notice that. I didn't notice it was more green. I mean, it looks more green through the camera. It's more darkish gray, brown in person. So, yeah. So, for articulation, you do have a ball joint or a dumbbell joint up at the head. Let me take the helmet off so you can see this better. But you do have a dumbbell joint up from the neck to the head and a dumbbell joint from the neck to the body. But because of this scarf piece, he cannot look up pretty much at all. The best you can do is about that. Actually, that's a lot better if you put the head underneath or behind this scarf piece. But he can look down about that far. If you put the chin in the scarf piece, he can look down about that far. You have some nice... Okay, there goes the jetpack. Oof. There's some nice head tilt. But again, this scarf gets in the way of that. But all the way around 360. Pretty good. Arm can go out about that far, hits the shoulder pad, in about that far, full 360. These pieces are made of rubber, just like the rest of the overlay, and gets out of the way pretty easily. You get a single jointed elbow and swivel right there. You get a swivel at the wrist and in and out. Doesn't go out that much, but it does go in pretty well. You get a nice all the way around diaphragm joint. It does, if you get too crazy with it, it will get caught on the belt, and I don't plan on getting this particular Boba Fett, into any crazy action poses. Leg can kick up about that far, back about that far, and yeah. Thigh swivel, beautiful spread. This leg is kind of hindered because of the helmet, what the fuck? Thing. What is it called? Whatever. Whatever. Holster. There you go. But you do have a tumble or a single jointed knee and a swivel at that knee. And then you have boot rotation right there. And which is weird. You have a rotation right here, a rotation right here, and then a rotation right here. All right. Whatever, man. It doesn't bother me at all. Foot can go up about that far, down about that far if you get past this little boot sculpt right there. And crazy ankle pivot. I mean, like, sheesh died a long time ago, and I don't know why I just reused it. Oh boy. Something I almost forgot about articulation is this hand that holds the blaster does have a roll of the dice up and down movement. So thank you, Hasbro, for doing that. You're a lifesaver, guys. You guys are amazing. And for comparison, here he is next to the Revenge of the Sith Boba Fett and Earthrise Optimus, which, I don't know. I don't know which figure I like more. This guy was really, really great, and then I lost the jetpack, and he got even knocked down off of my top 10 of 2020. Wasn't even in the honorable mentions, but I don't know. This guy's pretty good too. Here he is next to the Star Wars Black Series Target exclusive Beskar Mandalorian and the Star Wars Black Series Bo-Katan. And actually, I just realized all of these figures have removable helmets. And boom, there you go. Sorry, Mando. I know you like your helmet. And last but not least, here he is next to the Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie Soundwave and my Marvel Legends style MF Doom custom. Now, for my final thoughts, I'm going to give this guy a solid 9 out of 10. I really, really, really like this guy. I mean, at first, I didn't really enjoy him. He was kind of stiff, he was kind of awkward, but as a Mandalorian Boba Fett, ignoring that it is they call it a Book of Boba Fett, ignoring that fact, this is a great figure. For the price, yeah, regularly retail, it's gonna cost you around like $35. Boo. That shit sucks. I know why Hasbro did it. It's just because it's a Boba Fett, and they know it's gonna sell either way. So, whatever. If you're gonna get it, and you want it, then go ahead. Be my guest. Is it worth the money? You decide. It's all of it, all the money stuff, all the money talk. As much as we clown on people for buying shit for however much they buy it, at the end of the day, it's up to them. At the end of the day, it's not your decision. So, if you guys are going to buy this, I'd say do it. This is really great. Really love the poses. Of course, Of course, he's not as posable as, like, the Revenge of the Sith one, because this is Boba Fett older. He's still a badass, but he's not going to do any flips or whatever. Still, I think this guy's absolutely amazing, and I'm going to stick to that 9 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, leave a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.